Greetings and welcome back to the CVU Show. I'm Autumn.
And I'm Elias.
We are going to start the show off by reminding you that the Winter Ball is happening this Saturday. It will be hosted at the Hilton and the price of admission is $30.
In other news, Friday the 24th is going to be the Winter Carnival.
This is going to be our first Winter Carnival since before COVID, meaning that it is going to be a first for a lot of members of our CVU community.
Let's make it a special one, CVU.
Also on the 24th, we have Community for Unity.
Now we have a quick video about Community for Unity and what it is going to look like on Friday.
What's up, Pipe Hawks? Next Friday will be the Community for Unity Day and the first Winter Carnival in 3 years.
It will be a day of fun activities, community reflections, school-wide competitions, and so much more. Leading up to Friday, we will have a theme week with coordinated dress-up and a penny war between classes to fundraise for charity. On Friday, we will start our day in advisory at 8:45.
You will then go to opening ceremony at 9, where current and former students will lead a presentation.
Community for Unity activities will then start shortly after 9:30 and run through 11:30. There will be 2 split sessions with fun activities surrounding social justice.
Some of these activities will be Narcan drug training, baking for the food shelf, and other workshops hosted by clubs throughout the school.
You can sign up starting today on Power of School through Tuesday, February 22nd, and make sure that you're on the week of February 20th while signing up. Community for Unity will end with a closing ceremony by the Hopkners.
Juniors and seniors will watch together in the auditorium at 11:40 while freshmen and sophomores eat lunch, and then they will switch at 12:10.
At 1 o'clock, Winter Carnival will begin.
The first half of Winter Carnival will be similar to the Community for Unity sessions. There will be a session that you can choose to attend.
Some of the options are karaoke in the cafeteria, Kahoot in the auditorium, and a 3v3 basketball tournament in the gym, and many, many more.
At 2 o'clock, we will all meet again in the gym for the ending ceremony.
This will feature class dances, fun knitting competitions, banner presentations for our state championship teams, and a teachers versus student unified basketball game called the Globetrotter.
And make sure to wear your class shirts on Friday. Freshmen will wear white, sophomores will wear green, juniors will wear blue, and seniors will wear black. And remember, this day is mandatory for all, so you're expected to attend both Community for Unity and Winter Carnival.
Next week will be a lot of fun, and it will be the cornerstone of your life memories at CVU.
Are you ready, Hawks?
Now, for this week's question, we asked you all to answer.
What's your favorite thing to do in the winter?
During the winter, I'm always a little bit cold, so I tend to stay inside, watch some rom-coms. I love the winter, but I don't love being outside during it.
Over the winter, particularly, it's holiday season and all. My cousins come over, and I go sledding with my youngest cousin, and the whole family gets together, and it's just really a generally peaceful time, and I enjoy it very much.
I really like to go sledding in the winter because I can just hang out with my friends and just have like a really good time.
I like to ski, I like to skate, I cross-country ski a lot. I like to go on hikes and when it's snowing, that's really fun.
I like to ski during the winter because it's fun.
I like to stay inside, get cozy, because I don't like being cold in the snow. I guess like snowball fights and stuff like that.
In the winter time, I like to go skiing and stay inside and hang out with my friends.
I like skiing because it's fun. Oh, I like to ski and play in the snow.
Thank you to everyone who participated, and thanks to our team for going out and recording the responses.
Next week is Spirit Week.
Monday is Zoom Day, Tuesday is Dress Like a Celebrity Day, Wednesday is Twin Day, Thursday is Red Out, and Friday is Wear Your Class Color. If you need more information, there's a banner in the hallway by Four Corners.
Now on to sports with Dennis.
Rally, champion, rally, rally. Hello everyone and welcome to CVU Sports. On Wednesday, girls varsity basketball defeated BHS 57-37. Boys varsity hockey had a loss in last night's game versus South Burlington with a 3-2 score. For esports, the Overwatch JV team lost 0-3 and the Smash Bros varsity team won 2-0. If you want to see the esports games live, they are streamed at twitch.tv/CVUHS Sports. Tune in after school on Mondays through Thursdays. Last but not least, the CVU Ehawks Valorant JV team fought a long battle against the Salamanca Warriors and spent 28 minutes in overtime. It was an exciting game, CVU overall winning 20-18. Here are some clips from this game.
Of the Salamanca Warriors actually playing as a 5-stack, working together, deathballing their way through on this pistol run and prioritising getting them.
Oh, look at Brisk on the other side here though. Plays the trigger discipline for a moment, lines up 1-2 and nearly a third. But the damage has already been done.
Rex is close by. Pika, though, does get on towards the rate. Oh, the Sage of Salamanca hasn't even reacted to a slow up thrown behind. There is that res being used. It's 3 versus 1. What can the Sova do? They need to get on site, and they need to get on quick. They all swing out at the same time as a spray down gets 2.
Ooh.
One left. Dragon Star, the player that was resed, clutches up and manages to get the CVU Ehawks to win out that round.
Comes from beyond the grave.
We might have another round of overtime on our hands.
Mate, honestly, at this point, I would not blame you for taking a breather in between rounds, because the way that this has gone, I feel as if I may be tapping into my golf commentary sooner rather than later, because it refuses to stop. Captivating until the very end. We might not even get the chance to show you the second best of one, because this one is almost filling up 2 matches worth in and of itself. But it is a giga banger, because here we go. Finally, the melting pot beginning to brew over in the site, and that was the chance. The beckoning opportunity for Salamanca.
Now, our special correspondent Frankie sent us a special wrap-up to report last Sunday's Super Bowl. Let's take a look.
Hi, and welcome to your Super Bowl special report. Now, I don't know much about football, American football, not football. I do know football, which you call soccer, which is short for association football, so really it should be socia. But American football, or rugby football, because it's played with a rugby ball, I don't know much about. The Super Bowl is the only game I watch each year, and boy howdy was this bowl super. This was the 56th Super Bowl, which puts the Super Bowl to presidents ratio at a whopping 1.217 Super Bowls per US president. Way to go. It was between the Kansas City Chiefs from Kansas. They're from Missouri? Why is Kansas City in Missouri? They're from Missouri, and the Philadelphia Eagles from Pennsylvania, where the cheesesteaks are from. Now, these teams played each other. The Kansas City Chiefs won another Super Bowl, and the Philadelphia Eagles have won the Super Bowl before this, I believe. I'm going to be honest, I only started watching about halfway through. I arrived in time for the halftime show, so I don't know what happened in the beginning. Patrick Mahomes, I know him. He's the quarterback for the Kansas City Chiefs. He injured his leg shortly into the second half, and it didn't seem to matter. He continued to play I can only describe as what looks to be a very traumatizing sport, as in a lot of head trauma. There was some blows there. There was a guy, I don't remember his name, he was in one of the blue ones, and he caught the ball, and it was very impressive, and I thought that it was very cool that they managed to do that. The quarterback is the one who throws it backwards, so then they can throw it forwards to get to the end zone to get a touchdown, which gives them 6 points, but they can make a field goal to get an extra 1 point. Or, and this is what happened at the end of the game, which allowed the Kansas City Chiefs to win, 35-33, I believe, they can run it into the end zone again to get 2 points, which is what they did, and I guess they don't do it often. Also, offsides is a thing in American football. I thought that was an English football thing. What's offsides? Anyway, The ads were great. Did you see the Breaking Bad one about popcorners? Oh, it was hilarious. Lots of celebrities in the ads. They were good. Speaking of celebrities, halftime show with Rihanna. It was very impressive. Lots of floating platforms, lots of people wearing white hoodies. Kind of looked like Squid Game. You couldn't pay me any amount of money to hook myself up to one of those platforms. I don't know how you rehearse something like that. I imagine you'd have to do it in an aircraft hangar to fit that many people. Anyway, what a bowl. Sure was super. One of the best I've seen. I don't know what I'm doing. Back to you in the studio.
Thanks, Frankie. By the way, Kansas City won with a score of 38-35. On Saturday, boys varsity wrestling will be taking on Virgins Union at Cornell Park at 7:30. Boys varsity basketball will be taking on Rice Memorial at home at 5 p.m. That's all for today. Back to you guys in the studio.
Thanks, Dennis. As you all know, last week we met with the CVU Robohawks team.
The state championship game took place last weekend, and the JV Robohawks team was able to barely squeeze out a win.
Let's head down to the studio and talk to two members of the JV Robohawks team about their win on Saturday and what's next for the team. Thanks, guys. I'm Elias, and I'm meeting here with Will and Gavin, two members of the JV Robohawks team, and they're here to talk to us about their win in the state championship on Saturday. So, guys, what happened on Saturday?
On Saturday, we went through the qualifying rounds all nice and smooth. We won all the rounds except for the last one, where our robot wouldn't move or anything. So that happened, and yeah, that's basically. And we went through the finals nice and smooth in the first round, but on the second round, we almost lost.
Then we went to the third round, and we won by 4 points.
Is 4 points a lot in robotics?
No, 4 points is not a lot. We ended with 119 points, only 4 ahead of the other team, winning our states.
Whoa, so what's next for the Robohawks?
Next, we will be going to the World Championships, which is located in Houston, Texas.
So one thing when we met with the varsity team last week is they talked a lot about the Inspire Award and how that was very important to them. Did we win that this year?
Yes, the varsity team did win the Inspire Award, and that's a big #1 spot. That's what everybody's aiming for.
Well, that's great to hear. Anyways, thanks for coming out, guys. Back to the studio. Thank you, JV Robohawks, for coming down and doing an interview.
We have more fun facts this week.
This week's topic? Winter. Did you know winter begins on December 21st and ends on March 20th?
A snowflake is formed using about 200 ice crystals.
No two snowflakes are exactly alike.
The highest known snowman was higher than a 12-story building.
The first ever recorded snowman was in 1853.
It takes around an hour for a snowflake to hit the ground.
That's all for fun facts this week. Have a great week, CVU.
And see you next time on the CVU Show.